My name is Ben Rueck, and I am a professional climber. To date, one of my most difficult projects that I've been working on or worked on was this route called Gutless Wonder up in Glenwood, Colorado. And it's just this incredible line that takes all these natural faults all the way up this incredibly steep limestone wall. It's the perfect name for the most ridiculous jumpy route I've ever done in my life. But even though the intricate sequence on this route was so amazing, there was one very specific left-hand horrible crimp that I was just stuck on for forever. I couldn't find the balance, I couldn't find the positioning, and it took me months just to figure out one move. And the amount of patience and the amount of frustration was just intoxicating. It was addicting. I would drag my partner Mayan up into the crag in 8-degree Fahrenheit weather in the middle of winter to just go try this move, to try to figure it out. And so for 6 months I trained. My crimp strength needed to increase, so I would spend hours on hangboards and hours on systems boards, just like kicking the angle back as far as I could and doing as many movements as possible while holding on. And then another part of my training that I did was core training, just constantly pounding and hammering the core to try to get enough strength to be able to position my body. From the first moment I touched Gutless until the day that I sent it, it took me 2 years. 2 years of constant frustration. Every single time I got to this point where I was gonna send, I either had to go on a trip or the weather turned horrendously bad and caused this massive amount of seepage to come out of all the fault lines.
So if it makes you feel any better, Sam, I'm past the screaming perfect.
Finally, 2 years later, when the timing was right, I was just about to leave on another trip and I had 1 day left to try it. And I don't know what happened. I gave up, or I just got into the right headspace, or I finally just had enough. And it all came together and I managed to send it. The pressure that I would put on myself to get this thing done, because it was one of the hardest things that I'd done to this point, was huge. It was enough to weigh me down, and it took breaking down completely to the point where I just couldn't care or didn't need to care and just wanted to climb to actually be able to get my red point on this thing. That drive, that need to keep trying, that effort that I put in was rewarded to me when I was actually able to clip those chains, because all of the frustration, all the anger or the obsession that I put into this thing was given back to me.